First Timer Countdown's number 2 story tonight's worst persons in the world. The bronze to U2 and MTV. You heard me. Bono, Adam Clayton, Larry Mullen, even The Edge. As part of the MTV Europe Music Awards, they played a concert this evening at the Brandenburg Gate to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. And to keep out people who didn't have tickets, somebody built a 6.5-foot wall around the stage. A new wall in Berlin to keep Berliners out during the celebration of the knocking down of the Berlin Wall. Our runner-up, Orly Tate's Limbaugh. Here he goes again, commenting on an HBO documentary on the president. He returned to his favorite disturbing imagery. If a documentary could get anal poisoning, this one could. I mean, it just kissed butt all over. By our count, this is at least the 13th time in the last 2 years, just the last 2 years, that Orly Tate's Limbaugh has used this imagery of anal poisoning, combined with 19 other references in the same span to men bending over and grabbing their ankles. There is, of course, no actual disease called anal poisoning. The best anybody could come up with by explanation is that it's a term frequently used in pornography. And as Al Franken once pointed out long ago in his scholarly text, Rush Limbaugh is a big fat idiot, one of Limbaugh's explanations for his deferment from the draft was a polonial cyst, a growth that is in the region. Every day in every way we understand Orly Tate's Limbaugh better and better. But our winner, Rupert Murdoch, on a conference call explaining News Corp's 26% drop in operating income at his TV stations and its 81% drop in operating income at his newspapers. The website Media Memo, which he also owns, reported this exchange. Question: what's up with the MSNBC Fox News truce, which appears to be broken? Murdoch: we didn't stop this abuse, which we thought went way beyond. Finally, we had to allow people to retaliate. When they stop, we'll stop, matey. Fairly straightforward sounding statement until you analyze it a little bit. Murdoch is claiming that his alleged news people at Fox, like Roger Ailes and Bill O'Reilly, did not decide to do stories about MSNBC or NBC or GE. He did. And he did not decide to do stories about MSNBC or NBC or GE because there was any news value to them. He decided to do them out of personal pique. And when O'Reilly spent hour after hour reporting fabricated stories about GE parts, allegedly, possibly, maybe, well, I read some graffiti about it in roadside bombs, he was not doing so because the story was true or Americans were in danger or just to fulfill any premise of journalism. He did it because Rupert Murdoch had agreed to, in Murdoch's own words, allow people to retaliate. And when O'Reilly sent a stalker producer to interrupt a GE business meeting, it wasn't reporting, it was, again to use Murdoch's term, abuse. And most importantly, all of it, from Fox's petulant defensive name-calling to O'Reilly's slandering of GE, Murdoch will stop all of it if MSNBC simply stops watchdogging Fox. Thus, simply, Rupert Murdoch has revealed his company's news coverage and the people who deliver it are there simply to pursue their own petty vendettas. Rupert Murdoch not only doing this carnival funhouse version of actual journalism, but stupid enough to admit it in public. Today's worst person in the world.